Hello and good afternoon, third graders. Today we are doing lesson 15, which is about word problems using perimeter. So we've been practicing perimeter the past few days. Now we're going to kind of take it one step further and solve some problems using perimeter that have some different words in them that try to confuse us a little bit, but we're going to get right to the bottom of it and solve these problems together. So for our lesson today, I'm going to just solve two problems from the lesson 15 problem set. So pause the video and go grab your lesson 15 problem set so you can do it with me. Okay, now that we all have our problem sets, as I do the problems, you can write them down in your workbook as well. So I'm going to start with number 1. Here's the question for number 1. Mrs. Coslow put a border around a 5-foot by 6-foot rectangular bulletin board. How many feet of border did Ms. Coslow use? So again, this is number 1 from the lesson 15 problem set. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this problem. I'm going to do a little RDW action. As we all know, that means read, draw, write. And write, you have to write with words and numbers. So I read the problem, I can check off my R. Now it's time to draw a picture. The rectangular bulletin board is 5 feet by 6 feet. So let's draw that bulletin board. 5 feet by 6 feet. Can you tell which side's the 5 and which side's the 6? The shorter one's 5, the longer one's 6. If this side is 5, what is this side? It's a rectangle. Opposite sides are equal. 5 feet. What about this? 6 feet. Okay, so I want to know how many feet of border she used around the entire bulletin board. Do you know how to figure that out? Pause the video and say it out loud. If you said we add up all the side lengths, you are correct. I can check off D because I drew a picture. Now it's time to W. I'm going to write with numbers. I'm doing 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6. If you'd rather do some multiplication, you could have also done 2 times 5 plus 2 times 6, same thing. Okay, 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 6 is 12. 10 plus 12, 22 feet. Okay, so either way you do it, the perimeter is 22 feet. So now I did half of my W, I wrote with numbers. Now it's time to write a sentence with words. It asks, how many feet of border did Mrs. Coslow use? Well, I'm going to steal the words right from the question. Mrs. Coslow used 22 feet of border. I did it. Now I can check off the rest of my W. By the way, is 22 the perimeter or the area? It is the perimeter, the outside. If this asked you for how much space the bulletin board takes up, then we would find the area, which would be 6 times 5, 30 square feet. However, this is asking for the outside. How much border did you use? 22 feet. All right, so pause that and copy it down if you have not done that yet. Okay, now I'm going to erase it so that we can do another one. I would do number 2, but I think number 6 on the back is actually really challenging. So I want to do that one with you guys. So go ahead and turn to number 6. All right, I'm going to read number 6 out loud to you. Troop 516 makes 3 triangular flags to carry at a parade. They sew ribbon around the outside edges of the flags. The flags' side lengths each measure 24 inches. How many inches of ribbon does the troop use? Now, third graders, this problem is trying to trick you. It throws a random number into the problem that we're not using in the problem. Did you find it? 516. That's just the name of the troop 516. So sometimes they like to throw random numbers in there just to kind of confuse you to see if you'll catch it. So we are not actually using that number 516. Look at the problem again. There are 3 triangular flags, and each flag's side lengths each measure 24 inches. That's the information we're using. So I read the problem. Time to draw it. How many triangular flags are there? 3. Does the number 516 matter? No. Okay, and then what does each side length measure? 24 inches. Each side is 24 inches. It tells us that. So it actually gives us all of the side lengths of every single triangle. So get a little picture going there like I did. Now 24 is a big number. I know the answer to this problem is going to be a really big number. That's why I want to do it with you guys. This one's a little bit tricky. Okay, so those are the flags. So now I know the side lengths of all the different flags. I drew a picture. I can check off D. Now it's time to W, write with numbers. Before I can find the perimeter or the inches of ribbon in all 3 flags, what should I do first? If you said find the perimeter of 1 flag, you're right. First, I'm going to just focus on this 1 flag. So I have 24, 24, 24. 24 plus 24 plus 24. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 4, 12, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So the perimeter of 1 flag is 72 inches. That's the perimeter of 1 flag. So for each flag, the troop needs 72 inches of ribbon. How do I find out how many inches of ribbon they need for all 3 flags? Pause the video and answer out loud. If you said 72 plus 72 plus 72, or 72 times 3, you are correct. I'm going to do 72 plus 72 plus 72. Now, these are big numbers, so take your time when you're adding them. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Don't have to carry anything over here. 7 plus 7, 14, plus 7, 21. Did you get the same answer I did? So the total perimeter of all 3 triangles, the total amount of ribbon they need to make the 3 flags is 216 inches. I wrote my number sentences. What's the last step? A word sentence. I'm going to steal the words right from the problem. It says, how many inches of ribbon does the troop use? I'm going to steal those exact words. The troop uses 216 inches of ribbon. All right, now I can check off the rest of my W. I have solved the problem. There it is. So as you work on these problems, try to use that same strategy. I find that even if a problem feels confusing, drawing a picture really helps you understand it. It helps you visualize the problem, and the numbers tend to make more sense. So when you're solving today, try to do that same process. If you need help with your problem set today, problem set 15, log on to Math Support at 1:15. Otherwise, we will see you at Read Aloud and have a great day.